What is up, fellow nerds, and welcome back to our week of Wi-Fi for another new Wi-Fi battle. That's right, every single day this week we're putting out a new Wi-Fi battle for you guys, and I hope you guys are enjoying those so far. If you've missed any of them, make sure to check the iCard above for that playlist, as well as all of our other Wi-Fi battles. So I'd love to see you guys in those other videos as well. So for today, we are bringing back something else from the grave, and that is going to be Belly Drum Slurpuff. Belly Drum Slurpuff is pretty cool, and you know, Slurpuff lost a lot of its utility and dropped to NU with this region just because it lost Belly Drum. But I'm hoping to, I'm advocating it for it to make its rise again just because it has Belly Drum now. So we'll just have to see what happens. But we also have Zeraora. We also have a Galarian Wheezing. We also have a Keldeo as well, as my opponent brings Mono Ghost, which is actually like one of the worst monotypes that my team could ever see, because I actually don't have knockoff on my Zeraora, or really like anything really all that great for this. But you know what is great? Toxic Spikes. And so we're going to lead with our Wheezing here, actually, because I don't think you have any kind of removal on your team, which is really, really good for us. At least I don't think Decidueye gets Defog, at least not that I remember. He might. He might with like a Move Tutor or something in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. But we'll just have to see what happens. As he leads with the Rune Regus, which is really cool mon. I absolutely love this mon. But he's probably also going to try to set up Toxic Spikes on us. But you know what? I'm going to do it too. I don't even care. Bop. And there we go. We get some off on you. You set some up on us. Nope, Trick Room. We see the Trick Room come out, which is pretty interesting here. And you don't have any... Yeah, you don't have a Gengar, which would be what counters this as far as like absorbing the Toxic Spikes. So we're gonna go ahead and get up our second layer here, which is gonna be really nice for us as well. Perfect. Now we do have removal in Rapid Spin, which is really, really good for us. And we are gonna go ahead and click Strange Steam here. I'm not really worried about this thing's offenses. I mean, it's a Rune Regus. It's really here just to kind of set hazards. As he's going to go ahead and swap out here. What do you want to go into? Into the Trevenant. Okay. Alright, so you are going to go ahead and get poisoned here. I mean, this thing could carry like Rest or something. I'm not really sure what Trevenants run this gen. But we are going to go ahead and get a Strange Steam off, which is going to be really good damage, actually. Especially considering just how bulky this thing can be. It's really nice to see that kind of damage. I don't know what this thing wants to do, though. I really don't know what it wants to do, but I can't go Excadrill just yet. And I can't get poisoned on my, like, setup stuff. But I'm wondering how much +6 Play Rough does to his team. We might be able to sweep later, but we're going to have to really wear him down. Yeah, Cinderace with Sucker Punch is literally the only thing we have super effective against this team. So it's going to be kind of an uphill battle. But I don't think that it's unwinnable. I don't think that it's all lost. But we are going to go ahead and click Strange Steam, and we are faster in Trick Room, which is pretty cool. Alright, so he is going to go ahead and get his Citrus Berry back. He does go for Leech Seed, but he misses. That's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate for my opponent. And he is going to go ahead and find that Citrus Berry with Harvest, which is very not great for us. Harvest is a really cool ability, though. It refines your berry if you've consumed it, but it only will but it finds it twice as much if you have Sun up, or actually maybe it's guaranteed. I think if you have Sun, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna click Strange Steam again. And I'm just like, I can't Rapid Spin because obviously his whole team is Ghost. That's one thing I'm thinking about now. As he is going to go ahead and set up a Leech Seed. I am going to have to try to find a way to play around this. Just because otherwise he's just going to be able to like Leech Seed and get all his health back with all this stuff. but I'm not really sure how I'm gonna beat this. I mean, the poison is gonna be huge, honestly. Like, the poison is absolutely humongous. And he gets the harvest again. That's not what I wanted either. Okay, so what do we even want to do here? I can't go into this because Leech Seed's a thing. I mean, Pyro Ball does a lot of damage. I'm just going to hard swap into that, I guess. I mean, I don't think he's going to do much to us. As he hard swaps out as well into the Chandelure, that's a good play. That's a good play on my opponent's part. Although, do you survive a Sucker Punch? I don't know if you do. I feel like you do, though, to be honest. So if you're no bulk, you live Sucker Punch every single time. So I have to click U-turn here because I don't want to take a bunch of unnecessary damage on this as he's scarfed. No! That is the exact definition of a bunch of unnecessary damage. I don't like that. Okay, so he is scarfed. At least we know that now, right? We could go Keldeo. That's a thing we could do. We could go Excadrill. I think we go Keldeo and bluff our own Scarf. We're going to take the rocks. Well, actually we can't bluff because we took rocks and we show that we're leftovers. But on the off chance that he, like, for some reason swaps out. Okay, we see a Dynamax. Interesting, interesting. So, he's going to go Big Boy, which just means that we can go Big Boy later. But that's also assuming that we don't just die right now. So, how much are you doing to us? Nope, we're just going to go first with Substitute. Alright, so he does have the max grass, which is definitely going to break our sub by, like, a lot. And I don't know what I want to do here. I mean, I could go into Wheezing to try to stall it out. At least to try to take this first hit. But I definitely cannot take a max grass from this. Yep, so he is also healing himself from the terrain, which is not the best. Okay, so what do we want to do? I think we have to go Wheezing here to take the max grass. Just to try to stall this out. But yeah, these Toxic Spikes are honestly gonna be, like, huge this match. So I'm really glad I brought Wheezing. He's gonna be putting in all the work, as that does way too much damage. My goodness. But we are gonna get some healing back. I don't think it's gonna be enough. But I mean, Wheezing did his job, though. I mean, he did all that he could do. I mean, he set up the T-spikes, which is exactly what we needed him to do. And I think now is where we just kind of have to let him go. We're going to click Venom Drench in case he does something weird. But yeah, no, he just goes in and kills us. That is going to be all for Wheezing. You did good, though, buddy. You did your job. And so Chandelure is now done with Dynamax, which is absolutely fantastic to see. And you are now in range of Sucker Punch. And now we're also saying thank goodness for heavy duty boots as well. They're gonna help our boy out quite a bit here. And we're going to click Sucker, and we definitely kill from this range. Alright, perfect. So we do take out the Chandelure. That was a huge problem for our team. And honestly, like, considering how much of a problem that was, we didn't suffer that much of a loss. I mean, we traded Weezing for it, but that's a really good trade for us, considering that Weezing still got to do his thing. Plus, my opponent went ahead and used his Dynamax, which is absolutely fantastic for us. Because now, because he used his, we're free to use ours. And if we can set up a Slurpuff, all I'm saying is, if we can set up a Slurpuff, we might be able to go to town with some play roughs. Could be pretty amazing. Now, Cinderace does not kill Dragapult, because I've done this before. We do not kill, and we are slower, and literally anything from him kills. So I don't want to stay in. But I also don't know what to switch into. Excadrill, how are you looking on this? Not that great, since your sash is going to get broken. So, Excadrill, you're the one. Sorry, buddy. Can't Rapid Spin because of, you know... What are you doing? I guess hoping to get rid of Wandering Spirit or something? I'm not really sure what that switch was for. I guess to get a Trick Room off again? Maybe? I don't know. But I don't click Sucker Punch there just because it doesn't kill. Like, there's literally a 0% chance that it kills. But we get the poison off on this as well, which is absolutely fantastic. The thing is, like, I've faced at least one Mono Ghost team before, and Mono Ghost is actually, like, pretty scary, to be honest. Like, it's actually really good. I think my opponent could have chosen a couple of better Mons, but I'm not going to say that he chose a bad team at all. I'm going to click Stealth Rocks here and go ahead and get those up on my opponent. He can click T-Spikes if he wants. I mean, I guess that's what he does, but I wouldn't have been able to kill him anyway with an Earthquake. As what do you click? You just click Earthquake. Okay. That's totally fine. Alright, so he's going to take a little bit of chip there. And how did we not take Stealth Rock damage? I'm not sure. Or I guess maybe the terrain? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I'm going to click Earthquake here just to get off a bunch of damage on this as well. And by a bunch, I mean not really all that much, but it's fine. It's totally fine. Let's see. So how much damage are you at right now? That looks like Pyro Ball range to me. But it also might be Slurpuff range. I think that's Slurpuff range. Because I don't think there's all that much that you can do to me. So we're going to go into it, and we're going to... You know what? We're going to try it. And we're going to click Belly Drum and see if we can't pull this off. And if we can't, then we're just really sad. But if we can, we're looking good. We're looking real good. Alright, so we do get off the Belly Drum. And we survive an EQ here from this, right? I mean, please. We do. We did. As it doesn't quite die. And it goes ahead and activates its berry. So, our opponent Dynamaxed, so... I mean, y'all know the drill here. We click Max Starfall on this. And what's cool is that this actually will activate Misty Terrain, which is actually really good for us, because now my opponent, if it were to carry any kind of priority, such as like Sucker Punch on Dragapult, which is decently common, it's not like unheard of, then it can't actually use it. It can't use it to go ahead and kill us by going first with priority. But we're going to go ahead and see how much damage we can do with this Slurpuff. I'm excited. I'm personally really excited to see what this little cupcake can do. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and kill this boy, which is fantastic. So we have activated our Unburden, and we are at +6. We are at +6 attack. Stuff's about to drop, is all I'm saying. So let's go ahead and pull you up in our calc here just to see how much Play Rough does. And he's going to go into Decidui. Yeah, even without the boost from the Dynamax move. And again, this thing carries Shadow Sneak usually. So he can't go for it. It's kind of busted. It's kind of great. Shouldn't have Dynamaxed, bro. You shouldn't have done it. And this happens a lot. Like, I'll do these battles and my opponent will Dynamax. And, you know, either he sweeps me or you lose because of it, because, like, you know, then I'm able to set up, like, really well later in the game. So we're going to click Max Starfall again on this. You can't Sucker Punch us, and we're going to be faster since we have Unburden, which is absolutely amazing. Get out of here. I think we're just going to... What is this, 5 in a row that we might be able to kill? Assuming we don't miss a Play Rough. I mean, we might miss a Play Rough, which is definitely not out of the realm of possibility, as we have a Poltegeist, but no Sash for you because of the rocks. And that's why these rocks are important. That's why the poison is important. That's why all this stuff is just super important. It's fine. And I have T-Spikes up, but you didn't take damage. I don't get it. Oh well. We're getting Play Rough, please. Okay, perfect. Yes, you just have to hit one more. You just have to hit one more, and you've done it. Come on, Slurpuff. Show the world why you deserve to be back in OU. Please. Trevenant comes in. You can kill this Trevenant. You can do it. We're clicking it. Let's go. All you got to do. And we connect. Let's go. So that is going to be a huge sweep with our Belly Drum Slurpuff. That is absolutely fantastic. Couldn't ask for a better one. And honestly, like, you know, GG to my opponent. Really cool Mono Ghost team. I think Mono Ghost is actually... It's the best of the monos that you can go right now. But really cool team, honestly. If I could change anything about my opponent's team, at least, like, to make it better, I think I would have had Toxic Spikes on the Rune Regus. And I don't, you know, she may have been carrying it, but I think I would have at least used it because I can't Rapid Spin. And, you know, maybe she expected Defog on Wheezing, which is kind of common. But, I mean, just in case, like, just to get a few Mons possibly poisoned. Because, I mean, if she had T-Spikes, then Slurpuff would never have been able to sweep like that. I would have gotten like one kill, and that was it. So that's my one little thing. Besides that, the team looked pretty good. I mean, I probably would have used Gengar over something. I like Chandelure on the team. That gives you that fire typing. I don't know. I probably would have used Gengar, but that's just me, not my team. But very good game to my opponent though. Really cool team, really good match. Love it. Slurpuff, he's coming back. He's gonna do it. It's gonna be great. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope you guys are looking forward to tomorrow for our last day of our week of Wi-Fi. I'm thinking about putting up like a little clips of stuff that didn't make it to air on Sunday, possibly. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that. We'll just have to see. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow for another battle. Bye-bye.